Hello, welcome to week 2 of our reading. So we're going to move on today and we're going to start a new extract from a book. This one's from Horrid Henry's newspaper, so some of you may have heard it before. So we're going to start the week learning some new vocabulary that you will read in this extract, as we need to know the definition of these words before we read it. Right, just like last week, I want you to talk to somebody in your house and discuss what these words might mean. The first word is persuade. What does persuade mean? Next word is ransom. Have you ever heard of ransom before? Next word is scattered. What might scattered mean? And then we've got insult. What does insult mean? Right, we've got a few more words this week. So the next one is wailed. What does wailed mean? Have you ever wailed? We've got chanted. What does chanted mean? And the last one, yanking. What does it mean if you're yanking something? Right, I hope you had a good discussion. Let's take a look and see what they mean. Persuade. So this means to cause someone to do something by using reason or argument. Have you ever persuaded someone to do something? I wonder what you persuaded them to do. Ransom is the payment demanded in return for setting a person free. Why might this be used in our story today? Scattered means separated in all directions. So people might get scattered, or you might scattered something around. Insult, to speak to or treat someone without respect or in a way that hurts their feelings. So it's not a very nice thing if you insult someone. It's not what we do at the Coombes. Wailed, to make a long, loud cry. Chanted, words spoken in rhythm over and over again. And lastly, yanking is to pull or take suddenly. Okay, let's have a go at this again. We're going to see which of the words fill in the gap in my sentences. So the sentence is, they held the dog for, and it's either persuade, ransom, scattered, insult, wailed, chanted, or yanking. Have a think. What word goes in that gap? Did you get it right? The answer was ransom. They held the dog for ransom. New sentence. Let's read it. Tom and Mary something each other all the time. What do they do to each other all the time? Remember, it's got to be one of our red words. Tom and Mary insult each other all the time. That's not very nice, is it? New sentence. I want my mummy. Something Timmy. How did he say that? I want my mummy, wailed Timmy. So he's crying. He's not very happy. Right, let's try this one. I am going to something my brother to tidy my room for me. Which of those red words fills my gap? I am going to persuade my brother to tidy my room for me. I wonder how many of you have tried that. Right, next one. My dog was something his blanket out of his bed. There's only a few words left. Which one could it be? It was yanking. My dog was yanking his blanket out of his bed. He's pulling that blanket right out of his bed, he is. Toys and books were something around the room. Toys and books were scattered around the room. Did you get that one? Right, let's give this one a go. They something score at the football player. What did they do? They chanted score at the football player. So it's a phrase they've said over and over again. Okay, moving on to our activity then for today. I would like you to try and define the new vocabulary we have learnt in your own words, then create a sentence for each word. Now, this week I've been kind. I've done the first one for you. So I've written persuade is to make someone do something you really want them to. And then I've had a go at a sentence using the word persuade. I tried to persuade my dad to cook my favourite dinner. Can you have a go at doing all the other words we've just learnt? And then when you've done that, I'd like you to read through Horrid Henry's newspaper with somebody in your household. Right, well done for completing your activities. Let's have a go at this plenary to finish our lesson for today. So, which word has been used incorrectly in these sentences? First sentence, the boy persuaded his mum to buy him sweets. Sentence number 2, can we play outside? Chanted Billy. Sentence 3, the leaves scattered in the wind. Which one of those sentences has not been written correctly? They've not used the word correctly in their sentence. Have a think. Talk to the people in your house. Which one doesn't really make sense? The sentence that wasn't quite right was, can we play outside? Chanted Bill. This sentence was asked, it wasn't chanted. He's not said the phrase over and over again. Right, that's it for our first lesson on our reading this week. So join in again tomorrow to see what we'll be doing then. Welcome back to day 2 of our reading. So we're going to carry on with Horrid Henry's newspaper. Today we're going to be answering questions based on our reading. We're going to do this today and tomorrow, so there's going to be 2 lots of questions this week. Before you can answer any of the questions, you need to read back through that extract from Horrid Henry's newspaper. Make sure you read it really carefully. And then you're going to answer these questions. So the first one says, why did Henry need money? Now, if I read this carefully and so from the beginning it says, it's not fair, howled Horrid Henry. I want a hip-hop robot dog. Horrid Henry needed money, lots and lots of money. So why do we think he needed money? What did he want to buy? And then I think I would highlight a hip-hop robot dog, because that's what Henry needed his money for. So if I was to write this out, I would use a full-on sentence, write in full sentences and write, Henry needed money to buy a hip-hop robot dog. So get that one done and then have a go at the other questions on that sheet for me. Well done, that's day 2 finished. Hope you enjoy the rest of your lessons for today and enjoy your time at home. Right, day 3. Hope everybody's ready and they've thought about all those questions they answered yesterday, because we've got more to answer today. Okay, so again, we're going to read through that extract of Horrid Henry's newspaper and we're going to try and answer some more questions, because I think you're getting really good at these. So the first question on this paper says, how was Henry mean to Peter? Now you need to read through the whole thing to find out when Henry was mean to Peter. So I've read through the whole thing and I think I found the answer. In my full sentence, writing in full sentences, I would write, Henry was mean to Peter by telling Peter he could use his newspaper as cat litter. This is mean because Peter had worked hard on his newspaper and using it as cat litter would mean the cat would use it as a toilet. That is not very kind. So maybe you found the same answer, maybe you found something slightly different but based along the same lines. Once you've done that one, have a go at the other questions on that paper, please. Well done for working really hard on those questions. I'm sure you tried your best, and that's all I ask for. I will see you tomorrow. Hello, it's day 4 on our Horrid Henry's newspaper, and this is going to be our last day on this piece of writing because I want us to look at something different tomorrow. Today, we would like you to make a prediction about what will happen in the rest of that book because this bit of the book is just an extract. So it's just a part of the book, not the whole book. So the first thing you need to do is summarise Horrid Henry's newspaper. What were the main things that happened in the story? And remember, when you do this, you need to write in chronological order. That's the sequence things happen in. We can't write the ending at the beginning because then it won't make sense to whoever you're telling the story to. The second thing you need to do is make a prediction. Now, some of you might have thought last week, what is a prediction? So I thought we'd just recap it quickly. So, prediction is saying what will happen in the future. There is no right answer, and you can be as imaginative as you want. So, for your activity, read Horrid Henry's newspaper one last time to someone in your household, and then have a go at summarising Horrid Henry's newspaper in 5 sentences and predict what you think will happen in the rest of the book. What's going to happen to that newspaper? Will it get released? Will everyone find out about Henry? You decide. Right, that's lesson 4 over. So look at the learning objective and the success criteria. Have you managed to do that today? I'm sure you have. And I'll see you for our last lesson tomorrow. Welcome back. It is day 5 of our reading, and we're going to do something a little bit different today. So your learning objective is to read words accurately and fluently. So you'll be able to read without sounding out too much or blending, and try and read 90 words in a minute. Now, we've tried this at school and some of you are really good at it, but I would like you to do it with an adult so they can see if you can do it at home as well. This is the passage I would like you to read, so you need to do it with someone in your house. You need to read through it and highlight the word you get to when the timer ends. So I suggest you give it a print off so you've got it in front of you, because on the next slide I've managed to get a timer up and I'm going to time you for that minute. You need to make sure you read every word correctly, no making mistakes. If you make a mistake, you need to go back and read it again. So let's give it a go. Are you ready? Here's my minute timer. Are you ready? Steady. Go. Your 1 minute has started. And stop there. Make sure you highlight where you got to. If you finished well before that time, well done. I just hope you read every word correctly. So give yourself a pat on the back if you managed to get that done. If you didn't, well done for giving it your best try. that's your reading lessons over for this week. So I hope you have a lovely weekend. Hopefully the sun will be shining, and I will see you again next week. Bye.